Hey everybody, it's Stock Picks by Tim, and I've just got a quick video for you today. I want to go into Astra. We're going to look over the technicals, then I'm going to go over some news and my expectations around the launch date. So first off, we do have our trend line. I extended it. It was up to right about here. So we've got 3 points that touch this trend line here. We do seem to be starting our uptrend, okay? And the RSI is pointing up. MACD still green, looking good, and that's a good sign. Now, as for our news, I've got it highlighted here that Astra has secured time on February 5 to conduct their launch, and then they're going to live stream the launch at 9 o'clock Pacific time. All right, 9 in the morning Pacific time, and you can go to the link on their website. I'll leave you guys a link below, or you could just look up astra.com, easy to find. But this is basically because the FAA, or Federal Aviation Administration, they said that they're expecting to issue their license on February 4, so Astra is planning on February 5th for their launch, and this is going to be a Saturday coming up here. You might be watching this, it might have already passed, but this is my expectation. Now, going back just a little while, you will see our last launch here. We were right about 950. We ran up pre-market, okay, it was on the weekend, same story, ran up pre-market, went up to about 1240, went into the market, ran up a bit more up to about 1350, and then just sold off for the rest of the day, almost taking all of our gains back, almost taking everything back. And then sure enough, just throughout the whole month, we've just been downtrending. So since then, we've just been downtrending. It looks like we are starting to turn around. And this is partly due to the overall market. Everything seems to be going good. We've got recent earnings coming through with everybody except PayPal. Earnings seem to be good. Outlook seem to be pretty good. So I think this is giving everybody what they need to get a little bit more faith in the market. And I do expect the NASDAQ and tech and risky stocks, even Bitcoin, to run up a little bit. I do expect this Friday to close higher than we are currently as of this upload. Now, my expectation is, okay, so we're looking at February. I'm expecting the Friday we will be trading higher than we are currently. That's just my guess. And I can definitely see this running up a little bit. I can see this coming up to, 550 to 6 easily. And then over the weekend, we wait for that launch. If the launch goes well, that will be their second successful launch in a row. And one thing to think about is their last launch, we ran up close to 50%. Okay, so that's one thing to think about. And if we do run up the same 50%, just going based on history, if we do run 50%, we're going to be looking at about 750. So one thing to think about though is now we're only at a $1.3 billion market cap, whereas at our last launch we were roughly at almost a 3 billion market cap. So that's one thing to think about, is that we're such a smaller market cap now that this can move quite considerably. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a 50% move, only if the launch goes good. Okay, if the launch doesn't go good, we can likely come down. I don't think we'll come down all that much though, being that we're already so beaten down. And one more thing to keep note of here also is February 10 is their earnings. So heading over to Twitter, Astra themselves said that their new license, issued in just 3 months, will, with planned modifications, so they're planning on modifications for the FAA, is going to make it easier to launch at a higher frequency out of more launch sites. So this is definitely good to see with Astra. And it's just more progress being made. So I do expect, if things go well, I do expect at the very minimum a 50% run up, but this is likely going to be in pre-market. So I highly suggest getting Webull or something where you can trade pre-market and after hours. And I've got a link for you below if you want some free stocks. Also links to all kinds of crypto brokerages, things like that. Definitely make use of them, and it does help me out. So basically I can see it doing a 50% run up, mostly in pre-market, and then into the market, a little bit of a run up just like we had, and then quick to take profits. It could be a similar thing, but being that we're so beaten down, I could see it moving a little farther, and maybe not as quick to take profits. Because, I mean, if you were buying this back here, okay, if you're buying this back here close to $10, why wouldn't you be buying it down here with more and more of their goals being accomplished? And 2 successful launches potentially in a row if they are successful. Why wouldn't you be buying it around this price when there was people buying it around here? So if you were buying it here, it only makes sense that you'd be more inclined to buy it down here, being that fundamentally they're looking better and better, at least in terms of, proof of concept and actually successfully launching rockets. If they can successfully launch 2, I mean, for me, it just gives me more and more conviction to stay in Astra and continue in. I mean, why would I sell now? Why would I sell even on a 50% run up? You know, I definitely will likely be playing some calls and playing that momentum to the upside and to the downside. But, you know, for a long-term perspective and for the shares that I'm planning on holding long, why wouldn't you just continue to hold? You know, the things are getting better and better with Astra. But that's basically my expectation. So look for Astra to continue on a slight uptrend this week. We'll see where it closes out Friday, and then I'll give you guys another update over the weekend, maybe even give a video of Astra's launch, something like that. But keep an eye on it. Things could, of course, change if we run up massively up to Friday. I likely wouldn't expect a 50% run even if they are successful, but we'll see where it goes. I do expect a little bit of a positive momentum here. And one thing to consider also, you know, we did have a decent day today, but a lot of the small caps had even better days. Okay, so, and Astra has great news. Another thing to look out for also is February 10 is their earnings. So coming up right after their launch, a couple days after their launch, they are going to be releasing their earnings. So put that down on your calendar, February 10. We've got a lot of earnings coming up, especially on a lot of these small caps that I talk about. So it's going to be a very, very exciting February. We've got Matterport reporting, we've got CleanSpark, Astra, among many, many others. But that's basically all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I put out videos every single day. And until next time, take it easy.